Hi everybody, Editor Kelly here. Excuse any mistakes that I make in my in the slime video that's gonna be coming up. This is my first time actually editing and doing a voiceover for it. So I had to, do some splices that I'm not used to doing. I'm not used to editing. If I could hire someone, I would. But just enjoy the slime video, and I got more left, so I will be doing a second part to it. But just let me know what you think. Alrighty, I love y'all. Enjoy the video. Bye bye. Hey Claw Nation, Kelly here. This is where I was doing my slime. And I had 3 sets, 2 from Amazon, and I had 1 from Five Below. And here I'm just showing out what ones I have. One was this one was a cloud slime. The first one was supposed to be like a butter slime. And then the first one from Five Below that I had, I wasn't sure what kind it was. It was supposed to be like a cookie dough kind of thing with chocolate chips and stuff. But yeah, it didn't, none of these felt real good, but you'll see in the video. I started out with the cloud slime. Now, there were 6 of them in this package, which they were small. I was surprised to see that they were actually a little small. I thought it was going to be like 1 or 2, but no, there's 6 in there. I'm struggling here trying to get the wrapper open. So as you can see, I do like the design on the boxes. That was a cute box, but as you can see, it could have been packaged a little better, considering they had the sprinkles on top of each slime. So there's like 6 packets for 6 slimes. So it's like 1 packet per slime. It was up to you how you wanted to do it. But this is what, sorry, I'm still sick. But this is what we have here. And they did come in nice, pretty colors and, little designs and like fruits and stuff. And I did enjoy putting the foam in. The pink one there, I did enjoy the foam. I like that one a lot. So I was pulling out the slime, showing you what we have. We had pink, white, blue, like a peachy color, which you can see there, and then brown, and I believe the last one was yellow. Yep, okay. So you kind of knew what sprinkles would go with what kit. I didn't do anything with the charms. I don't like putting charms in my slime, so I kind of just kept those out. Now I wasn't sure what colors I wanted to do, but I finally picked the pink and the white one. I was going to do the peach one first, but I thought maybe next video. So I ended up going with the white one. Now getting these wrappers off, I don't know. They were really packaged tight. They were sealed tight. They did not leak, which was good. You don't want your slime leaking. So here I'm deciding what to go with what. And I thought that was the best option. I was trying to make it look like, I don't know, just white and rainbow just kind of popped to me. So that's what I went with on this one. I started out with the pink. I was there debating about the chimes there, but I saw me pull the pink, and I started out with the pink. I opened that up. I like showing it like that, and you can see how it's packaged in the container there. And let me tell you, it felt wet to me. I don't know if a slime is supposed to feel wet, but it felt like you can see it shining even on the bottom there when the light hits it. But it felt wet. It felt sticky, possibly kind of rubbery even. I wasn't sure what to make, and since to make of it, and since this is my first slime video, yes, I'm gonna be stopping, pausing a little bit because do my first voiceover. But here I'm trying to pull it, and you can see it's sometimes pulled and it's sometimes ripped apart. For cloud slime, it's not supposed to rip apart like that. So I was trying to pull it. It's actually kind of looking a little stringy too. Now, I'm no expert in slime. I'm taking my inspiration from slime Glitterz on this because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm just like kind of trying to warm it up a little bit in my hands, seeing if that would help. I was smelling it because you could smell something off of it. This kind of smelled like strawberry to me for some reason. But the way that it was just pulling and ripping and all that, it looked like maybe warming it up did help a little bit. Now, it looks okay on the screen. It looks okay on the camera. I was using my new digital camera for this, so it looks all right. But I was just pulling it and pulling it and pulling it, trying to get it to stop ripping. I mean, I was throwing it on the table at this point, and you can see there's like a slight a slight bounce. It's not like really bouncy, but there's a slight bounce. So I was just trying to figure out what was going on with it, since I know nothing. But I mean, you can see that the shininess did kind of disappear, but I still felt the wetness to it. It stayed wet. It stayed sticky. If I had some plastic snow, I would have probably put some in that and to see if that would have helped it. But the foam, it is technically a foam once you add the foam balls in. That's what flow was. We had that way back when I was a little kid. So, I figured maybe that might help a little bit. I was struggling trying to open this Ziploc package. But I did eventually get it open, and we did get it in there. You can see me putting the foam balls on there if they wanted to come out of the package, which they didn't. There we go. And it looked good. I think it looked good. It looked cute. It was like that bubblegum kind of pink shade. The foam balls, they looked a little, I don't want to say hot pink, but kind of like hot pink. They were bright. But it was messy. And as you could tell, the slime stuck to the table, too. So I'm like, I'm glad my head was not in the shot, because I was shaking my head a lot filming this video. I was stupefied, considering this came from Amazon, and so did the second one. But you can see just like how it's just not, I don't know what to say. It doesn't look good. It didn't feel good. A few foam balls fell out. That I expected. I didn't expect everything to stay in it. But, I mean, it looks like it did help a little, but it didn't feel like it. I mean, I was just stretching, working it all in together, and it just did not help. But you can see, like, there's a little bit of cloudiness there. So it's not so bad. It really is not so bad. I'm trying to pick it up off of the table with it, too. And it just, I was just stretching it, putting it back together, stretching, and putting it back together, stretching, hoping that maybe the stickiness would go away from it. It did not. So I was like, okay. I was done with the pink. Hoping maybe the white would turn out a little bit better. Imagine my disappointment when it did not. But yeah, you can see I wasn't pleased with that one. So pulling out the white one, I decided to go with those little cute rainbow, I won't call them pastel, but they're like colorful rainbow sprinkles. I was struggling getting this plastic off of it too. I finally did. I actually had to get up and get a screwdriver to help open it, to get it started so I could rip it off. As you can see there, I pulled the screwdriver to really force it out. So the shrink wrap on it, that was really good. It kept it really well protected. And I'm wondering if that might have been a little bit of the issue with the wetness and the stickiness, because it was really, really protected. But again, same thing like the pink one. This white was, it's wet and sticky, but I was able to get my finger into this one easier for some reason. I don't know. And you can't see this. Well, you can kind of see the shininess on it. It was better than the pink one, but it still wasn't great. You can see, there you go with the ripping again. It was just ripping, and I had to try, I figured, well, warming up the pink one helped. I'm going to try this with the white one as well. And so I was just warming it up in my hands, but I didn't want it too warm. It was already a hot day, so I didn't want it too warm. And just ripping. It just ripped if you stretch it slowly. And I did smell this one, because like I said, I got strawberry off the pink one. This one I kind of got maybe a peach or like a fruity scent to it. I was picking up peaches, but the color doesn't match with it. And as you can see, it did not drizzle. So I finally, stretching, I finally flattened it out here. I thought, what, I'm just going to add the colors in. Then just add the add-ins. Let's see what happens. Maybe it would improve it, So I'm trying to spread it out so I don't have fallout like I did with the pink one. And again, this white one didn't stick as bad to the table as the pink one did. And it seemed to keep the sprinkles in there pretty nicely. Now, I do like how it looks. I like the colors in with the white. But as you can see, I was stretching it and trying to get it to, to get that like cloudy texture that it claimed to be. I don't know. You can kind of see it, but you kind of can't. It was better with the sprinkles. You can definitely see the quote unquote stringiness of the cloud slime. But was it what I expected? Did it drizzle like a cloud slime? No, it did not. Not good, at least. I mean, it improved, but like with this drizzle here, it improved it, but it wasn't the best. I mean, I've had other slimes that drizzled better than this one. So I just like put that back. Like, no. I got 4 others from that set too, and I don't know what to do with them. I may just put them all together in the next video. But then I decided, here I'm just showing them all at the end. And I decided to go on to the next one. Yes, I gave that a thumbs down. Now this next one I did have high hopes for. Because when I saw the picture on Amazon, it looked gorgeous. It's a triple colored slime. And I pulled out my trusty old screwdriver again to get through the plastic. They like to really seal these good. So far I've had no problems with packages being sealed. And I do like how the package is set up. It's eye-catching. It's like, here, you want to get me. I don't know what those monsters are around there, though. That confused me. I don't know what that was all about. But it did come in this bucket here, and you'll see when I open it how I was struggling to get it opened a little bit. And then 2 packets of sprinkles to go on top. Now, when I say this bucket was hard to open, it was. I pulled up the tab on it, and I'm like, I can't get this open. Then I realized the top just came off. But, I mean, they do package it nicely. It was packaged very nicely. And I was actually surprised when I saw the bags inside. Because at first, I thought it was just 1 bag. I do like that little charm. I did not put that in the slime, but it's cute. It is a cute charm. Now, you can see here, I thought this was all 1 bag until I pulled it out. It ended up being 3 separate bags, which actually is not a bad idea, but you can see there's like white on them as well, on the slime. I'm not sure what caused that. And you can also see, if I bring this bag down again, you can see like the light purple and like dark purple, the color kind of started separating. I'm not sure what is causing that. I thought Slime Glitterz said one time that it could have just been out too long and it was just separating. So I'm wondering if that's what happened to this slime. But this was just as sticky. And these are 2 Amazon slimes, and they're just as sticky. And you can see like the glisten on them. Now mixing this in did make the glisten go away. So that's what I'm thinking, is that the color is starting to separate. Something was starting to separate in there. Because you saw the color was like sitting on it. It did feel good. This was supposed to be a butter slime. I'm not sure how butter slimes feel, what they're supposed to feel like, so I can't tell you if this is right or wrong. Me, though, I don't like sticky slimes, which is why I got the cloud slimes, the first set. I don't like sticky slimes. So that's just me. That's just my preference. But I mean, it pulled okay. It pulled nicely. I really didn't get any rips with this, which was an improvement from the first ones. But I mean, it was still, I don't know. I mean, I like it. Would I ever get it again? Probably not. But the blue one here, you can see there's like white all over this on the slime. I'm not sure what that is. Like, was it white glue and it was starting to separate? I'm looking at the video here, and there was kind of a scent to it too. But I mean, I'm looking at the video, and I'm seeing like, it seems like they used white glue for this. Because why else would it be have like that white coating on top of it? The blue stretched fine. Not really any ripping. Again, well, except for there. It wasn't as bad as the cloud slime ripping. And I could have just been too fast with it or too rough with it on this part. But I don't know. I don't know how butter slime is. So I'm just mixing this one here. And I figured, bring out the purple, lay it out. Because the object is to mix all 3 colors together. Sorry, I had to take a drink. But yeah, the slime is not what I'm impressed with. I mean, it's, like I said, it was better and I gave it a thumbs up. But the pink one turned out the same way. It had that white kind of coating on it. And it's shiny. Again, it looks like it was glistening even though there's no glitter in it. So, again, separating? My guess is, yeah, probably. So I'm really wondering how long the slime was sitting around for it to start separating like that. I do like the colors. The colors are beautiful. Slime Glitterz is right with the purples and the pinks and the blues. They go together and it's like magic color-wise. It looks really nice together. You know, it's just stretching it, bring it back in, trying to mix it and mix it and mix it. And it's ripping apart on me. Now, the pink did rip apart quite a bit, I noticed. But, I mean, it was still better than the first kit. So here I am, I'm stretching them out. Trying to, you know, if it looks like a little Italian thing, you know, when you're like rolling out bread, like bread dough with your hands and stretching it. That's what I'm doing here with this. And it's still ripping though, but that's what I'm doing here with this. Just trying to get it all about the same shape, you know, same length, just so I can blend them together. And I did. I think I did okay with it. The purple was the best feeling, though. That actually was pulling better after I let it sit for a few minutes. Except when it ripped. So I think I was maybe a little too rough with pulling it a little bit. Because it was ripping. Again, I'm thinking that's just user error on my part. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how butter slimes are actually supposed to feel and pull and that. But here I'm putting the three together. I'm just kind of like, I'm not completely blending them yet because I have the accessories, the toppings to add on. But I'm kind of mixing them together a little bit. And then I was going to put that, I put that back in the container and you'll see what I do with it. But it looks cute like that. I mean, I like how the colors are. You know? And I was trying to do, did I try here? Yeah, I was trying to do the swirl like Slime Glitterz does. Like I said, I'm a novice at this, guys, so I'm learning. Be patient with me, I'm learning. But then I added in the sprinkles. And I have to admit, it turned out really cute. I thought it was cute. I could have brought it closer to the camera, honestly. But it's looking, just the colors are popping on this. And it's the perfect color match. I should have left that one out, actually. Now that I'm watching the video, I should have left the second packet out. But I added it in anyways. I figured why not at that time. I thought it would have looked good. And it did. It did. It maybe would have been, maybe it was a little too much, but it looked good. It did look good. They look like a lot of, what, fruits and stuff? Candies, maybe? Because, well, the charm is a candy, so... But I put that all in. I put the charm on. And as you can see with the finished, I'll say halfway finished result here. Well, the finished result, technically. It looked cute. I liked it. It looked cute. Is this one I'd get again? Probably. Probably. I don't know. Probably. I do like how it looks. And then just pushing those all in. That felt good to do, actually. I was trying not to make a mess with it either. And as you can tell, that did not work. You see, they spilled out. And as I was doing that, I'm thinking, these aren't going to hold. The slime is not going to hold all of this. It's not going to hold these. I thought I was going to have a lot more fallout than I actually did. But no, they held. These actually stayed in the slime. And I'm glad it did too. Kept hitting the camera also. But you can see how the colors there, the tricolor, then I just like mixed it together, and I wish I could have gotten the crackling noise for it. But yeah, there was none. No noise. I couldn't get it to make that crackle noise. I know that takes time, patience, but I like how this turned out. Like that it's a lovely purple. And you can see how the beads, how they just stayed in. It was like, I know it's supposed to be butter slime. It felt kind of like maybe too much clay was in it or something. I mean, it's hard to really, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know my slimes, but I like how this turned out. I mean, I was happy with it. It was good. It was cute. I'm okay with this one. I mean, if you're starting to slime, you're going to end up most likely starting with bad ones like I did. But that just happens, you know? I mean, once you do it more and more and more, it'll work out just fine for you. I know Slime Glitterz, has most likely has years of experience with this, whereas us newbies, we don't. But I did like it. It was a cute one. Not bad. I gave it a thumbs up. Not bad. Now, this last one, this was a major disappointment. I don't know what type of slime this was supposed to be. All I know is it was a cookie and it smelled like chocolate. I mean, nothing but chocolate. And you wait till you see how sticky this is. I mean, this one was from Five Below, local, Five Below. And I don't know. Maybe it was too hot up here when I filmed it because we were in a heat advisory. Maybe that's what caused it. And maybe I should have put it in the fridge to chill it down a little bit. I don't know. But you see how it just kind of started poofing out of the container there. I mean, really. And this was a pain to open up. I mean, I was struggling with it everywhere. The plastic, the shrink wrap, the seal on top of it. But as you can tell, I smelled it, and it really smelled of chocolate. If they were going for chocolate chip, they should have made it smell more like a cookie than just straight out chocolate. Because that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it looks like. And as you can already see, just trying to get it out of the container, that was impossible. I was struggling here, and I could not even get it all out. It was just, it didn't, I don't know. I'm watching it on here, and it's like maybe a coffee. It looks like a coffee with milk or cream or something. Like a sweet cream or maybe a vanilla creamer or something. But it definitely did not. It was overpowered with chocolate. And I'm okay with chocolate. I like my chocolate now and then. This was overpowered. And there was a lot left in there. At that point, I just stopped the video and tried to get out as much as I could. Now, I got the top open too, and there were the sprinkles that were attached to this rubber kind of cookie thing. And it's like, why was this in there? I get adding a charm into it, but this wasn't just a charm. That was a huge rubber cookie. You could probably throw it against the floor and it would bounce back. It was that rubbery. But I decided to just go along with it. I was mixing it together and really getting that chocolate taste. And not taste, but scent. And you can still see there was some still left in that package. I tried to get out as much of these chocolate chip sprinkles as I could. I didn't want to mix it all together and then add them, so I just trying to add them in here first, and just this was a huge disappointment. Very. I mean, it was sticking more to the cookie than anything else. And how are you supposed to put that in there and mix it with the slime? I don't know. That's way too big. That's way too big to put in the slime. Yeah, I can see it sitting on top, but that's about it. You can see there's still some stuck to there. Look how stretchy and rubbery that is. That's just like, I was doing that to try to get some of the the sprinkles off of there, the chips. And it's just like, no, it was not working. By this time, I was just like, I wanted to be done with the video. I was not happy with this one at all. But I got as much as I could in, and I did mix it in, and it did stretch okay. I mean, it was very stretchy. It was sticky as heck, but it was very stretchy. And as you can see, the colors are blending together nicely, and it comes out to like, I can't even say a milk chocolate, but maybe like milk chocolate color. And even then, I'm still trying to get all of it in, and it's sticking to me like crazy. But I just kept pulling and mixing, and it did. I mean, look at it. You can tell it did turn out really sticky there. And it's like it was sticking to the table. It wasn't. I mean, it pulled as you stretched it up. It pulled up, but it was like not the best. You can see how like it was stringy and just really. I don't know. This could have been a better one, honestly. I don't know what the texture was supposed to be. It didn't say. At least from what I could find. I'm checking the container again just to see what type of slime is this. I couldn't tell. I could not tell. But I was like, I was done. I was done with it. Yeah, see, I'm done. But guys, I mean, I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun doing this, and like I said, I will do a part two. Hopefully with some better slimes. I got four more from Five Below. No, I got three more from Five Below. We'll see. But as you can see, I placed the cookie on there. I did place it on there. When I opened it up later for my spouse to smell, it actually sunk in. So it's like, I don't know what kind of. I was like, eh. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. And, just have fun, all right? I love ya. Bye bye.